Hi, girls.
Hi.
Thanks for talking to me today. Would you introduce
Thanks for
yourself?
having us. So I'm Farah, and this is my sister Noor, and we are second generation Lebanese. We were both born here, but our parents are from Lebanon.
My name is Noor, which you can say Noor in English. It means light in Arabic, and my sister's name is Farah, which you can say Farah in English, and it means happiness.
Beautiful.
And so,
we currently live in Culver City right now. I was born in Santa Monica, and she was born in LA. Our parents, my dad is from Beirut and my mom is from Tripoli. They moved here. My dad, after our grandpa passed away in the American embassy, he moved here in August.
What happened at the American embassy?
There was a bombing that happened in 1983. And
in Lebanon.
After my grandpa passed away, my dad directly came to Los Angeles. And then my parents met, and after that, my mom came to Los Angeles, and they lived in LA.
What is your religious background?
It's Muslim. We're both Muslim. And we actually believe in God. It's not like just pass it down. We also believe. And coming up, there's this Tuesday, there's something called Ramadan. It's where you fast for 30 days from sunrise to sunset. Sorry.
Why?
So you can. My sister wanted to answer that.
So technically, we fast for Ramadan to feel and be thankful for what we have, to put ourselves in the shoes of people who don't have as much as we do, and it gives us self-discipline, and we realize that everything we have, we should be thankful, even if it's like a piece of bread. Wow. It's a lot better than not having anything, and we just self-discipline ourselves, and we thank God for everything, and we pray. Wow. And we spend time with family to just acknowledge that we have people with us and that we have everything we need in life.
Wow, so this way it helps you feel what it would be like to feel poor and to feel without.
Yeah.
And so you have a sense of poverty and charity and like empathy.
Yeah, so it helps us understand that we should be thankful for what we have and not complain about something we don't.
What kind of festivities happen when you break the fast?
So we have like this huge dinner after, because it's pretty huge. We actually, before, it's food, by the way. And so before all Ramadan starts, we like prepare all this food and put it in the freezer, and because we would be tired, instead of cooking new things every day, we just take it out of the freezer, do whatever we want with it, and put it on the table and have a big feast. And there's many TV shows that come out at nighttime, and so we watch and eat.
Sounds delicious.
And we also pray and read Quran, which is the Muslim like book, holy book. And yeah, that's mainly what we do.
So do you speak Arabic?
Yes, we both do.
Wow. Is it usual that second generation Lebanese descendants speak Arabic as well as you do?
Hopefully, I'm hoping that if you're second generation, that your parents teach you, because Arabic is a very amazing language. It's the Quran's language, which is the most important reason to know Arabic. And just it's very important, as I said. And I feel hopefully for people that are second generation, I hope their parents put them in like in Islam school or Arabic school, or at least use it at home, because it's just good to have more than one language. And I think it's important to speak if you're second generation, if you have the ability to learn.
So it sounds like that's like an advantage for you, that you have all of these wonderful traditions and language, that you look at it as an advantage. What are some other advantages you have of being second generation Lebanese?
To me, it's having two cultures since we live in America, but we also like our second home is Lebanon, like since our family's there. But since we only go in the summer, but there's so many connections we have since like our home, all the food is Middle Eastern, the shows are Middle Eastern, we speak Arabic. So it just feels nice to have like two cultures, like since we live in the US. So we experience English and we go places and we have friends. So it's just nice.
Awesome. So if someone asks you where you're from, how do you answer that?
I would answer it. I was born in America, but my background is Lebanese.
So do you say Lebanese-American or Arab-American or just American or?
I would say Lebanese-American.
Do you ever add Lebanese-Muslim-American or do you just stay Lebanese-American?
No, we never really add Muslim-American. I don't know. I never thought about it.
Yeah, I usually like, for me, since I'm around a really good group of friends, we all know each other's cultures and everything about each other, but we don't incorporate it as something harmful or good. It's just we're all friends and we're all good people and we respect each other. So even if they knew or if they didn't know, I should like, it's still the same as every day. Yeah.
It sounds like it's a strength and you're able to respect different cultures and to see each other as people. Do you have any like disadvantages from being second generation immigrant kids or Lebanese-American immigrant kids? Are there any disadvantages to that?
No, honestly. Well, I have been misunderstood one time, but for like only 2 seconds. She might not have been like, oh my God, you're Muslim, I don't want to talk to you. She was just shocked because of 9/11. Many people have been misunderstood by 9/11. So yeah.
What happened?
But we're still friends right now. So after I settled after I transferred from the Muslim school to my first public school with many different cultures and religions, after I settled in, I made many friends, and one of them, I told her I was Muslim. She looked at me because of the news.
Yeah.
The news about 9/11.
Yep.
And so she looked at me with shocked eyes, and I felt like she was scared of me, but it didn't really bother me. But we're still friends now because I just feel like she was little. She was just listening to the news. And so she just heard 9/11 and Muslims. And so that's why I think she was a little shocked, but I don't mind it at all.
Wow. So both of you know that I'm going to school to get my master's to be a school counselor and a mental health professional. And sometimes in immigrant families like mine, mental health is something we wouldn't talk about. Like we would have words for that being maybe secret or shameful or different words for that. Or that other disease or that person is sick or something, yeah? Or if I got help from a mental health professional, it's not something I would maybe say publicly. What kind of responses or what kind of reactions do second generation Lebanese immigrants have? Like, do you have those conversations or how does that work in your family?
Alhamdulillah, for us, our parents, like if they feel something's wrong, let's say like, for instance, I got a bad grade at school, like usually my face changes, but my emotions change too, because I don't like bad grades. Like they'd open up, like we can open up and tell them like we did this wrong. It's like we've really been happy. We haven't really got hit with like a really big sad thing. Like having like someone pass away in the family might have been a really sad thing, and of course we can open up to it and show our emotions and like talk with our parents about it, but other than that there hasn't been any like health issue that we don't have to tell our parents. Like we tell them and we can open up to them and they'll help us. It's not like we have to keep it secret. So that's
wow.
And I'm hoping many second generation or just anyone can do that, because it affects a person if you can't open up to someone. So yeah.
It sounds like you have a really strong sense of self and strong relationships with your family. That's
Yes.
wonderful. So if you were to meet a psychologist or one of my student peers, do you have some wisdom for them, or how they might approach a Lebanese American second generation better?
Well, I think that maybe you should, even if they're like multicultural, let's say, I think that you should put that in hand and like endorse that we're from two different places.
Mhm.
So just like incorporate that, like maybe don't just talk about how you're full Lebanese. Like since we live here, we understand the life here. Also, just be open and like be kind. Like we're all people, so I think like that's good. And I think that maybe if you sometimes people don't like being deep down religious and talking about it a lot, so maybe keep the phrase Lebanese-American the way it is, and you don't have to incorporate a religion. Sometimes, even though religion is an amazing thing, like don't take that wrong, but sometimes people might not like to show that, and I think like you should respect that if they don't want to. And also respect culture. Obviously, don't like say rude things and watch what you say. And my dad wanted to say if they're Lebanese-American and their first language is Arabic, maybe slow down the English on them so they can actually understand. And yeah, I think overall just be open-minded and don't discriminate, because I don't think anybody would want to be discriminated for their culture or religion. And yeah.
Yeah, like some people, we have something we wear, some people wear called a hijab.
Mhm.
And some people just stare at the person too much, which makes them uncomfortable. And so that is one thing I don't think like would be comfortable to be friends. Like if somebody comes up to you and tries to say marhaba,
Mhm.
that would be like a good start,
Okay.
because marhaba means hi in Arabic. That would probably be a good start. And yeah, it's just that would make them be friends really fast, in my opinion.
Wow. Thank you for your insight. That's really important wisdom. So
Thank you for having us.
best two last things, best thing about being Lebanese, and how do I say thank you?
So for me, the best thing is culture and just having like the culture and the welcoming families. Usually in Lebanon, like everybody knows each other by the last name of the family.
Mhm.
So like Ailet Naja, that would be my dad's family. Ailet Ahmede, my mom's family. Everybody knows everybody, and just the happiness I love, and the food that brings all of us together, and just everything about it is the best. And again, having two cultures is a blessing, because you get to experience like two different types of worlds in one.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Do you have
And
anything else? How do I say thank you?
thank you
Shukran.
means shukran.
Shukran. Shukran ya banat.
Afwan.
Afwan.
Thank you.
Thank
Bye-bye.
you.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.